Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction video on my channel. We are back with StarvHarv with the badly translated history playlist. Now the next one that we haven't watched yet, this one's called Predicting the Future with bad translations. No, we're just skipping throughout history now. I think I've given up on going through it chronologically by now. Yeah, we're skipping from past to future to present. Now we are going to predict the future. So in case you are interested what the future is going to hold for us or yourself, you might find your answer here. Probably not, but who knows? Let's see. Maybe. As always, link to the original video is down in the description below. If you enjoy these videos, make sure you subscribe to StarvHarv and support his videos. Alright, let's see what the future will hold for us, and if he will rule over the world.
I translated Wikipedia's timeline of the future from 2040 all the way to billions of years, through languages with terrible translation.
That far, okay.
This was the result. In the 2040s, I want to study in the US in 2011. 2047, 50 years ago, 2 years later, 1997, July.
Bro, that sounds like like one of these math tasks. Julie has 10 apples. Max has 15% less apples. Like, how many apples does he have? 50 years ago? 2 years later.
50 years ago, 2 years
later.
1997, July.
What?
Hong Kong, one color. It's a puzzle. If you can work this out, please send me a message on my fax machine. 2050, in 1943, the British Prime Minister surrenders to Polish troops. The Battle of Three Mountains of Fuji. Many questions have been raised about the Soviet Union's role in Nazi Germany. The British government...
What?
Many questions have been raised about the Soviet Union's role in Nazi Germany.
What? Many questions have been raised about the Soviet Union's role in Nazi Germany. The role? What? What role?
The British government refused. The Polish government refused to publish the articles in the British press. In 2013, a Polish court found evidence that someone had been killed. The Polish courts had worked out that in World War II, someone died. From March 1999 to March 2051, 777 satellites were launched. The anus.
Huh? The fucking
the
what?
Anus. Not just an anus, just it's the genuine article. In 2065, after the Chernobyl accident in 1986, the Chernobyl power plant ceased operation. I think it's time to stop now.
Like what? Wait. In 2065, the Chernobyl power plant ceased operation. So like 80 years after the incident is when they decide to turn it off.
I think it's time to stop now.
A little late.
2070, India is no different. It was announced by Prime Minister Modi in 2011. It's just the same.
Just as filthy, bro.
I lived in America for 30 years. That's me law. 2080. And then 1542, on this day, Queen Elizabeth was unveiled in Sydney. She's back! She is back!
What?
She's like been frozen for later generations to admire.
She was unveiled in Sydney.
By September 11, the money is gone. 2094, the end of the world. The biggest event of this decade is the transition of Mercury to Jupiter. What is...
The transition of Mercury to Jupiter. He just identifies as something else now, bro. It's 2094. Go with the times.
It's happening. Mercury became another Jupiter, which probably caused the end of the world. 2099, a 99-year-old man was admitted to Astoria Kaufman Hospital in Queens, New York, Sony BIOS 2099 is available
What?
for Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8, 8.1, PlayStation 2, and Nintendo DS.
Windows XP in 2099. If anyone uses Windows XP in 2099, then you're a soldier. And if anyone still has an actively working PlayStation 2 and a Nintendo DS in 2099, you're probably rich.
I hope you're looking forward to that. I'm going to update my DS in 2099. 2112, Queen Elizabeth II's love affair is described...
Wait, why is that Johnny Sins, bro? What? Queen Elizabeth II's love affair is described as public information. What kind of love affair is that for it to be public information? Okay.
That's public information. What's she been up to? 24th century, Donnelly believes nuclear power plants are safe for several reasons. In 1843, the Treaty of Windsor between England and Portugal was considered good but bad and fatal.
Wait. Now we're back in the 19th century. We're like 600 years in the past again. Why? Why are we making these jumps? It is so absurd.
Yeah, it's good, but it's bad. 25th century, from 2013 onwards, $325 a year will be saved for education if Wisconsin's public schools are not dismantled or unemployed.
What? Right. Unemployed?
Well,
how can that?
Something to look forward to.
How can the public schools be unemployed, bro?
Forest, bad weather, little rain, short harvest. That's all they left. What happened?
That sounds bad.
In the 20th century, Johnny Cage, 639 cents, St. Petersburg, Netherlands, September 5th. 28th century, the Earth rotates every...
What kind of word salad is this?
What? 2,800 seconds. Annual income, 10 income. Income at 999.
What? Annual income, 10 income. Oh, okay. Okay.
Huh? And then the 30th century, in 2999, music production is due to end on the 31st of December. The conclusion of the Millennium Song, which began on January the 1st, 2000. It's over, music bros. So now we're going into the far future, which is like up to billions of years. And 1,000 years from now, the average time is 1 to 30 seconds per day. Wow. Those are short days.
What? 1 to 30 seconds is going to be a day. Imagine you're going to work for your 8 hours. And you come back and several decades have passed.
Sun moves towards Mars.
What?
In 10,000 years from now, Super Red can play with the Beatles and Andreas Supernova. Wow. According to Brandon Carter's controversial statement, the probability that people will die today is a 95%. All right. I can see why it's a controversial statement. And half of the survivors will be born in the fall. And this probability is also 95%. Will disappear. Finally, the 5th brightest star in the sky is Vega, the pole star. It's about time. The pole star. It's like a Polish star.
Well, do we have
the
Brock
wheel
Lesnar
of the
here?
world glass wheel is at the center of one world wheel, the largest and strongest summer and winter exhibition. I'm going to have to wait potentially 15,000 years to see this.
Huh?
It sounds worth it. 15,000 years in the future, it's generally believed that the Sahara Desert was formed by volcanic eruptions in North Africa between 50 and 1,000.
Yo, I just thought. Can you imagine in like 1 or 2,000 years, assuming the world is still gonna be existing by that time? You know how we are like debating about stuff from the past, like how did they build the pyramids and how did they do this and that and blah blah blah. What if in 1,000 or 2,000 years, the people who lived then are gonna think the exact same way? Like, how did they build roads so badly? How did they get overruled by AI so quickly? Why did they use brain rot? Interesting questions.
1,000 years ago, not 50 or 1,000 years ago. 17,000 years in the future, people risk being buried under billions of tons of corpses as a result of a horrific ocean explosion. Okay, this got very brutal. You will be buried under
damn
billions
dark.
of tons of corpses. 50,000 years in the future, you sit on the ground for 2 days in the heat. I think they have been, or accepted, for so long that they are all Fridays.
What?
That's a bit of U-law there.
What?
100,000 years in the future, for example, in North America, Megastrotstris is common in South America and Canada. This is especially true for America's Lawrence Zoo from North America. Treats for a long time, you. In 100,000 years in the future, moon in the sky. What? The moon in the sky attacks the Hobbs and Belinda.
Poor Belinda.
100,000 to 1,000,000 years in the future, we assume that 10% of
That's
the
quite
speed
a time
of light,
frame.
humans can live in our galaxy. And we assume that 10% of the speed of light, humans can live in our galaxy. And we use all the energy of the galaxy to predict the end of time. In 250,000 years in the future, in New Mexico, garbage collection does not affect residents in the short term. After like, it's like 95% of people are dead, we still got garbage collection. But people don't care. Like,
priorities,
so
bro.
500,000 years in the future, the dark side of South Dakota's Badlands National Park is gone. 1 million. It's like a little lost planet in Oregon.
What?
It's just like a little lost planet. Where is it gone? Also, King Uranus fought Crescinda's group.
King Uranus. That's gonna be our ruler. King Uranus.
I think.
And if you mess up and you get punished, guess where you're gonna get punished at. Exactly.
This was the anus, and now he's evolved. 2 million years in the future, some bird species experience bad things. 4 million years in the future, 11 famous closed doors. 50 million years in the future, he admitted he didn't know what to do when his bike fell into the California River in St. Andrews, according to Scottish MP Christopher Noor. Conflicts between Africa and Europe caused disruption and chaos in the Mediterranean, but the country will only develop when the number of villages in the country doubles. However, the area quickly increased to 5.7 meters cubed. This is the weakest we've ever seen where his bike has fallen into a river. Also,
from dying and coming back from the dead,
Canadian students received 60 awards. And the world thinks it's time to save oil.
Oh, now. Okay. After several million years, now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start saving oil. Because there's none left whatsoever. We now need to start saving oil.
100 million years in the future, 66 years ago, a meteorite hit the island of Fiji. And it hasn't stopped.
What?
He keeps hitting it. Please.
For 66 years, bro.
250 million years in the future,
that's quite a grudge.
Californian walker encounters Californian walker as it travels north along the North American coast and west across the Alaskan coast. 300 million years in the future, 100 million years later, there was a big crash and they used a bomb. Paul Hoffman's first land animal has reached the Pacific Ocean. What?
What the fuck is that? What is that thing? Ew.
What's going on? Who is Paul Hoffman? Why has he got his land animals? 800 million years in the future, as carbon dioxide decreases, it is no longer visible and oxygen is replaced by algae that floats westward. Ultraviolet radiation is increasing in Myanmar, just there. Even after plants die, animals can live for 100 to 300 million years. The last pest to disappear was the giant mosquito, which
Oh,
became
no.
a disease. The final
I mean,
appear
giant mosquitoes sounds like a nightmare. But let's be fair, normal mosquitoes, even in this day and age, would be enough to be called a fucking disease. I hate those
giant
things.
mosquito, which became a disease. The final destination for animals near the hydrogen ship as the price of freedom.
Ah, freedom,
The
even in
1.2
millions of
billion
years.
years in the future,
Still
although
have our
carbohydrate
freedom.
levels are lower than chickens with higher carbohydrate levels, the assumption
What?
that a specific photon can be identified at the factory where Let's Death as a whole gets a high estimate of life expectancy, and if possible, high temperatures begin at home will not allow the animals to live. Excuse me? What did you mean by this?
Yeah, I definitely
Carbohydrates are a
understood
bit lower
all of
than the
that.
high carbohydrate
I'm sure you guys
chicken.
did as well,
If
right?
I'm still around 1.2 billion years in the future, just tell me to quit right now. 1.3 billion years in the future, eukaryotes have died in the world of starvation of carbon dioxide, leaving only software. 2 billion years in the future, Andromeda
What?
is the first closed-door leader of the Milky Way and Milky Way. 2.8 billion years in the
Okay.
future, high prices have disappeared around the world. Okay, everything might be dead, but there's no high prices anymore. Everything's going cheap.
I mean, yeah,
7.59
that's good.
billion
Just gotta
years in the
wait
future.
billions of
The
years
moon
for it
may
to happen.
disappear before reaching the red line across the sun. If it doesn't change, it's usually in the ball. In our time, Eras Titos has reached the conditions necessary for lunar life. Who has? This person's living on the moon already? 22 billion years in the future, if the dark energy were less than a foot thick, the Earth would expand for 200 million years before breaking up into larger, brighter objects, such as cosmic
What?
clusters or images.
What images?
325 billion years in the future. So far, it has been shared more than 100 times across the world, and even country stars have sent their congratulatory messages. Congratulations!
For what? What?
2 trillion years in the future, it is assumed that all committee members, except the General Secretary of District 1053, will be replaced by a center guard. Gamma rays produce larger waves than the diameter of Earth. Future technology going. 10 trillion years in the future,
I'm so
besides
lost, bro.
his ability
What?
to overcome the
there
bad
he is.
stars, he is also the most skilled engineer in the world.
Yeah, of course he is. Of course.
30 trillion years in the future, it's time to think about the stars in the sky. When 2 suns, or stars, from Earth meet around their parents, more of this star will have many more stars. What? Is this like star reproduction? I don't know what this number is, but live Hawkeye systems with black holes show no disruption or mergers with other black holes during collisions with the Andromeda galaxy. This long black hole will be the last friend of the lost elephant at the end of its life.
Oh, the lost elephant, the
Yes.
poor guy.
There's like an elephant just there. Like the stars have become conscious now and they're reproducing and making friends with elephants. I like it. Sometime this has become, the numbers are too big. Everything
Yeah, I wouldn't know what
changes
that number
and
is
the world
either.
moves to the Middle East, where the hot spots
What?
of the world slowly die in their last powerful state. He believed that photons would not penetrate the atmosphere and that new metal detectors would damage the Earth's body. Create 56 or more metal stars.
Huh? What? Yes. I definitely understood every single sentence of this video. Yeah, what have we learned for the future? Even in billions of years, he is still gonna be existing. I think that's our takeaway. What the hell? That was trippy and a bit of a mindfuck, if I'm being honest. But it was good. It was good. How many videos do we have left? Let me just scroll through a little bit. I think like 6, 7 maybe. Still a bunch of other history from other countries. I think. Wait, let me see. Did we do China? No, we did not do. It always shows this year. We have not done Chinese history yet either, so that would probably be up soon. Yeah, that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe to StarvHarv and support him in his channel. If you have other videos you want me to watch, let me know down in the comments. And I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope I will see you all in the next video. Take care and have a good day. Bye.